My name is Adrian with Project Ramos, and on this channel I do tech reviews and tech unboxings, so if you're into that type of content, consider subscribing. What I have here is the Hyripe 65-watt charger. This charger is made of plastic. It has two USB Type-C charging ports and two USB Type-A charging ports. What's cool about this charger is that it has an LCD readout right here to show you at what amps and what voltage the charging ports are charging at, so that you can tell very easily if your device is fast charging or not. At the bottom of the unit, you get these little rubber feet so that when you do place this on your desktop, it's not going to be able to slide around. In the back of the unit, you'll notice the port there for the power cord that goes into there. Now, the total amount of power that you can draw out of this charger is going to be 65 watts. So what that means is if you plug in one USB Type-C device, then you're going to be able to pull all 65 watts out of the one port. Now, it's important to note that only the only the USB Type-C charging ports put out 65 watts each. The USB Type-A charging ports can put out 30 watts each. Now, that changes once you start charging multiple devices at the same time. For instance, if you plug in two devices into the USB Type-C charging ports, then the top port will charge at 45 watts, while the second USB charging port will charge at 20 watts, so 65 watts total. There's a bunch of different combinations like that, and if you were to plug in all four charging ports and charge four devices at the same time, you're going to get 10 watts out of each port. So there's a bunch of different combinations that's going to give you different power draw out of this charger. The manufacturer does list all of the different combinations right here, so it does have a little legend here. Makes it easy to figure out if you want to know what charging rate you're going to get depending on how many charging ports you're going to be using. So in my testing of this unit, I was able to confirm that indeed each one of the charging ports does or is capable of charging at the stated charging rate. So each one of the USB Type-C charging ports can in fact do 65 watts of charging, whereas the two USB Type-A charging ports can also charge at its max output of 30 watts each. And I'll go ahead and show some of those test results here. So here we are testing the first USB Type-C charging port, and you can see that it is drawing the 65 watts at 3.25 amps. And now we're plugged into the second USB Type-C charging port. It is also able to draw 65 watts at 3.25 amps. We're now testing the USB Type-A port. We're drawing 30 watts at 2.5 amps. And we're now testing the second USB Type-A port. We are drawing 30 watts at 2.5 amps. Now here is what the LCD readout looks like. You can see how many amps we are drawing. Right here it shows 2.64 amps, 12 volts, and it's showing you which port is supplying the power, which is USB 1. Overall, this charger is built very well, and it would make a very good travel charger if you're always on the go, or even to have in your bag so that you're not having to carry around a bunch of chargers. You can just carry this one charger and be able to fast charge your smartphone and your tablet. Now, when it comes to laptops, depending on your laptop's power requirements, you should be able to charge your laptop with this at 65 watts. However, if you have a laptop that requires more power, well then it should still be able to charge, but not as fast as you would be able to charge it with the charger that particular laptop comes with. But definitely for smartphones and tablets, this is going to be able to handle fast charging with no issues there. So as a travel charger, I think this is a great choice to be able to have in your bag that you carry with you. I think this is a great choice. And then also, if you want to put together a quick charging station at home, this is also a great choice for that as well, being that you're going to be able to plug in up to 4 devices. And while you're at home, if you don't, you're not going to be on your devices, just plug them in, they'll charge up while you go on about your day. So overall, I think this is a well-made charger. It's great as a travel charger and also to use at home.